Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Spicy Ramen Podcast. Sit back, relax, and prepare to be served.
Again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Spicy Ramen Podcast, episode 26. You said 25?
25.
Episode 25. We got that good old nickel coming in.
Really?
You mean quarter?
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I was wrong terminology for this conversation.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Sounds like Justin gonna need a nickel back.
Yo, we gotta have a... Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are listening from beginning to end, if you want to start all over again, please count how many double entendres Shaq is able to get off from here to 25. Please let me know. If you got a counter, please just let me know, because it's gotta be about... What you want to bet, JP? About like 15 now? At least 20?
I'd say 20, 25. This man Shaq is like a sniper with it. He don't ever try to miss.
I said I at least did like at least 20, at least 20 or more. I say the minimum has to be 20. Cause I'll be on a roll with this.
Well, as opposed to what we normally do and have been doing recently, we are now doing a simple catch up, just anime of what we've been watching, things that we've either one started, finished, or is deciding to continue. But before we even get into that, we always got to start it off right. JP, what's been up for the week? How you been?
Man, I've been good. I've been farming, still on that Stardew Valley, while everyone else is playing Animal Crossing and stuff. But probably no one cares. But I got giant crops. You can grow giant crops in this game, and I've been killing it each season, getting giant crops, and I'm happy about that.
It's the little things that matter.
Pretty much. I mean, but other than that, still working out hard, hoping for the day that this is done and we don't peak again and have to go back into lockdown, even though a second wave definitely is going to come. I'm just hoping people can get back to doing normal stuff. And training in my basement is cool and all that, but I need like more people to punch, you know?
Yeah.
I know Shaq understands. It's like,
most definitely.
You go a while and you're not hitting someone. It's like, damn.
Like, dude, I need something to punch.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are not abusers. I promise they are not abusers. They are talking about other objects and other human beings that are wanting to fight.
We're just talking about combat sporting. That's all it is. Just combat sports people. We're not abusers.
Yes.
I know Justin was finding me weird for continuously posting that I need like a bag or something to hit. And it's like, look, you won't get it. You won't understand.
It was just how you were referencing it. You were like, all you want to do is ground and pound. I'm like, look.
I said ground and pound bag. Ground and pound bag.
The bag word was not there. The bag word was not there.
I specified. I specified each time, and I posted a picture of it. I'm like,
he was being very specific.
Well, I missed the bag piece. All I saw was, I need to pound. I want to pound. Can I ground and pound? I'm like, look.
No, you chose to miss that.
You saw what you wanted to
saw. Miss that. That's what you did. You chose to miss it. You have selective hearing and selective sight and selective reading. You selected what you wanted to accept. Okay, that's what you did.
This man acting like a black old parent already.
I fit the bill in some ways.
Man.
Boy over here talking about ground and pound.
Ain't nobody talking about no goddamn ground and pound, boy. You gotta bring it up. Go sit down. Go sit down, man. Over here starting stuff. Man, golly.
But outside of that foolery with Justin, what you been up to, Shaq?
Man, same old. Just working out. Same issues as you, man. I'm just wanting my gym to open back up, man. I ain't touched a punching bag. I got focus mitts, but I ain't got nobody to help train with me. So I'm just like shadow boxing my shadow, and then just like and it's just hitting the couple weights that I do have, or going on post to going to these little, I wouldn't say it's an outside gym, but it's like a track with like some gymnasium equipment outside. So I've been doing that.
I feel you.
And then just getting into it with work and stuff like that, for real. I'll probably do more anime announcements later on. We go through this episode, but that's pretty much it. That's going on for me. Still gaming and all that good stuff. And doing all this background stuff we're doing for the podcast. Oh, side note, we hope everyone enjoyed the Mother's Day special that we put out for Mother's Day. I know a lot of people were asking us like when the new episode was dropping on our Instagram and stuff like that. A lot of people were asking because like we normally put it out between Wednesday, well like between Tuesday and Thursday, but we dropped this on Mother's Day. So I hope everybody enjoys it. Because I know apparently my mom enjoyed it because she had heard it.
That's really nice. My mom won't even listen. I mean, she wouldn't really get anything anyway. She'd be like, what?
Well, you know, my mom
too Haitian for that.
My mom had called me on Mother's Day. Well, she called me back because I had already talked to her beforehand, and she called me back. I'm thinking, okay, she needs something. And she's like, I don't heard that little podcast you be doing with your friends. You curse too much. I just had to I just had to tell the truth. Like, well, it's adult podcast. So now, granted, people, I never curse in front of my mom. Like, never. I never curse in front of my mom ever because she will always smack me, regardless of how old I am. But I just had to tell the truth. Like, hey, this is just adult content, so it's gonna happen. And he's like, all right, but curse too damn much. I'm like, all right.
He hit her with the "it is what it is."
I kind of did it without saying it because I felt like she would have the magical powers to smack me through the phone. So I just left it alone.
I feel you.
Well, I mean, that leaves
Justin,
and I think for me, honestly. I think my biggest thing I have done this week, and again, this is maybe a testament to my anniversary. I have been hanging out with my wife, like not put the kid away, just giving true attention to my wife.
There you go.
And that has been real fun. That has actually been real fun. We did a painting. I'll post it when the episode posts. I was trash in the painting. But she definitely smacked me when it came to drawing artwork. But yeah, no, it was definitely dope. Trying to celebrate a year anniversary on lockdown. We were supposed to be in New Orleans for our anniversary, but we actually ended up here. So yeah, it was definitely a test to see if we can actually get romance even in the circumstances, but we did, and it was pretty dope.
That's dope, honestly. And just like to congratulate and also talk about that. That's one thing that I think for people that are fortunate enough to be in lockdown with someone that they want to be with and then are finding new ways to have fun. Like, I mean, I know like me and my girlfriend, we have fun just normally, but in lockdown, it's like I haven't been as busy, you know, especially for the past year. I had 4 fights in a year. So a lot of camps and me being tired. And so really all we've been doing is watching anime. She's getting up on Yu Yu Hakusho, one of the classics, you know, and we've been playing video games, and it's a lot of quality time. So it's fun. I'm actually going to be kind of sad when this ends.
And that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, again, I'm never been one to, even in these moments, just as a back testament to me, I've had 3 actual girlfriends in my life. So even the idea of romance or any of that was like, I'll pass.
Yeah.
But again,
I feel you.
You know, this has been an eye opener on, it's worth it, and it's definitely something that's you can fall in love with real quick. And I kind of I'm gonna blame you, But we...
Who?
You. Yes, JP.
Who? Oh.
JP.
What I do?
Normally it's me, so I was like, wait, what happened this time?
Because I'm gonna say that we were drinking wine, and she decided to start watching Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes.
And she called it a 90s Saved by the Bell.
I can't believe that. What?
That hurts.
That hurts.
I was like, all right, I gotta throw my wife away. Like, I can't believe she said stuff like this.
I can't believe
it. She did.
I can't believe it.
I was highly upset.
How dare she? Like, why? That's so hurtful.
But yeah,
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
because it's like I liked Saved by the Bell. I did watch that show, but then it's like, don't you disrespect Yusuke
right?
Like that. And it's like, who was what was it? Zach? Who was Zach and who was Slater? Like, are we? Which one are we? Is that what his name is?
Yeah,
the main character is Zach.
You had it.
Yeah.
She's pretty much saying Kuroboro is Slater, and Yusuke is Zach.
Well, you know what? We're not going to be the gatekeepers of anime. We're like, you know what? We got a new watcher. We got someone who appreciates it, at least trying it out. It's like, all right, you can have your opinion.
Do what you got to do.
And that's kind of where I was. I was like, I don't want to accept this opinion, but I'm gonna accept it so you can watch the show. But I don't want to accept this.
Right.
I want to just like stop watching this and like, no, you're not allowed anymore.
Like, no, you have to go for you.
Take it away. Take it away like T.I. did to Nunu with the necklace.
Get my chain back, bruh.
But that's kind of, I guess that's kind of a segue into what we're actually talking about this week. One of the shows, obviously, is Yu Yu Hakusho for me and JP. And you can actually, in the comments, let us know, like, good couple shows that can, for new anime watchers. I mean, I know we did Binge where the anime shows that if you're listening to this, you've already heard. But a good couple starter anime show. I guess Yu Yu Hakusho worked for us, but in the comments, let us know what you think is a good couples starter anime show.
I'll even put a few of mine the ones that me and my girlfriends that we started off with, and shows that, I mean, she was like into anime a little bit, but it's like shows that we just started watching together. That almost like, it's like, you know, this is a little more fun watching it with somebody. But yeah, so I'll add a few of mine too in there as well, and y'all can tell me if my starting list was trash or not. But I'm gonna argue with you. It's like, best believe I'm arguing with you.
But what's another show or anime that you're currently binging outside of Yu Yu Hakusho?
I am watching Soul Eater.
Yes.
Courtesy of Shaq.
Yes.
He talked about that episode he talked about that show in detail, especially with Death the Kid. And the show is pretty funny. I'm finding Black Star to be one of my favorite characters in that show.
Much energy.
He really does. And the man got potential. I was like, okay, some of these fights, it's like what he can do with the soul disruption and all that stuff. And it's like, all right, this dude pretty dope. I like, what's his weapon? Tobishiki? Something.
Tsubaki.
I forgot. Tsubaki. Wow. I pulled a Justin.
I didn't want to say it, but I was like, damn.
Takashi.
But yeah, so he's pretty dope. Another show that I started watching, quick little show, is Cells at Work.
I've seen it. I haven't seen that one yet. I know it's on
Yeah, it's super lighthearted. I'd almost say it's just like the Japanese Osmosis Jones.
I've been told it was.
The anime version. Yeah. And it's actually pretty funny because it's like you can almost say a show about the body, and I think, what was it, like the first episode was something about like sickness, maybe something like that. And it's like, quarantine, cells at work, sickness. I think it was a Staphylococcus germ or bacteria. It was the first episode. So y'all should go and check that out. Like 12 episodes is something that if someone that you haven't really watched anime with, or someone who hasn't watched that much anime, you can go and check that out. Probably get them a little accustomed to it.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, that was a little long-winded. But it's like, I've been watching anime. I know a few episodes I was saying I wasn't watching too much anime, but it's like, I got back on my stuff. So now it's like, this is what happens.
Yeah, I think Soul Eater, I haven't finished it entirely, but I think that is a good couples one. Not for mine, because she is more into the... I'm really gonna regret that I am saying this, but I'm gonna say it.
So don't say it. Okay.
I'm gonna say it because it's very regretful, and especially if you are listening to this and you are in our chat.
Oh God, what did you do?
But she's into the Sailor Moon romance.
His wife pulled the connection. Knew he was about to say something. she said, "Gotcha."
If you've been in our chat, you know how much I have talked about Sailor Moon. So yeah, I think it's great, but yeah, it's when it comes to anime, I have to be very peculiar on what I say is good or not. Oh, so I got disconnected. Okay, I was like, wait, y'all are too quiet.
His return from the Matrix.
But yeah, did y'all hear my Sailor Moon comments?
No.
Nope.
Oh, I said, so my wife, she likes the Beastars or Sailor Moon style romance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very hard, especially given what I've been saying in the comments in our chat.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
We don't need it. She don't need to know about that.
Yeah.
We will not speak of this.
Yeah. But what about you, Shaq? What are you watching right now? What's some new stuff that you got going on?
Well, I'm still watching. I might have mentioned in previous episodes, but I'm still watching The Tower of God, which is a rare webtoon series, which is I think it's originally a Korean story that has been sponsored by Crunchyroll, and it's turned into an anime about 6 episodes in, and it's going crazy. And I've been doing a little bit of research behind it and everything, and just knowing the fact that like this series, I'm not going to go too long-winded about this, but like this series may possibly be the gateway of webtoons with Crunchyroll and them getting anime adaptations, because the second one coming right after Tower of God will be The God of High School, which is the one I'm hyped about, because I went ahead and downloaded the Webtoons app and kind of read the first chapter of the Tower of God, just to see what I was going. I mean, not Tower of God, but God of High School, just to see what I'm going to be going into, because the trailer by itself was off the chain. So the trailer already had me sold, and looking at the first chapter of the God of High School, oh, this is about to be a banger right here. This might be my 2020 anime of the year right here.
I'm looking forward to that. And not that I haven't gotten into Tower of God yet. I saw like all the videos on it, and Crunchyroll was promoting it before it dropped. So it's like seeing all that, but it's just dope because it's opening doors to new stuff. And for fans, that's just good. I mean, you're going to get like some weirdos, I guess, with everything that always happens, but so I'm just looking forward to new anime, new stories. It's like Avatar. I think of it like Avatar. Avatar isn't conventional anime. It's American, but that was a great storyline. It's still very memorable.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's why I can't wait for Solo Leveling. And for those who are listening to this and know what Solo Leveling is, you know why I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I don't think it'll be anime of the year, only because I am holding out anime of the year depending on how Demon Slayer does their seasons. If they do 2 seasons versus 1 for the year, then Demon Slayer might take it. But yes, Yes. I cannot wait for Solo Leveling. That's another one that's a webtoon, just like that, but it actually is really kind of the same. I can't even, because I read both. So yeah, no, it's something to look forward to for the rest of the year.
I know recently, as of today's recording, a lot of people have been crazing over the internet about the recent announcement of an Inuyasha spin-off series that will be talking about some of the children of the main characters of the previous Inuyasha series, which will be Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter and the twin sisters of Sesshomaru, which caused a huge uproar of Sesshomaru fangirls because he's just a playboy in a whole bunch of females' eyes. And it popped up the $1 million question, who's the baby mama? Because ladies right now are just going crazy like, who is the mama? I need to know.
It's understandable because that man had them in the original series. That man had them. So
I just feel like his character Sesshomaru was just like he was like that original anime character who had like just so much swag behind himself. Like he's like one of those characters that got more swag than the main character off rip.
Mm-hmm.
And like ladies love him. Like I don't remember Justin. I don't know if you remember when we went to GalaxyCon in downtown Louisville, where there was like so many people dressed up as Sesshomaru, or like
oh hell yeah,
like they legit sold a Sesshomaru body pillow, and I was like, okay, all right. And then I saw a girl carry it. I'm just like, how old are you to have this? I'm concerned right now.
I think because of like the talks of the new Inuyasha, I'm gonna have to get in and rewatch Inuyasha because I forgot most of it. Like most people, I watched it with Toonami and all that, and kind of forgot a lot of what happened.
Yeah. No, because like Inuyasha was like one of those even before One Piece, like it was going on for so long. You just like, how the fuck does this shit end?
Yeah,
because I legit had to go online to figure it out.
It was so repetitive.
Yeah, I would say it did. I like the action scenes.
And I mean, it was amazing action scenes. Don't get me wrong, but it was like you're fighting one person, you attack this one person. When the move that you're using does not work on him, so you find a stronger version of the move that does not work on him.
I mean, when you think about it, that's the game, that's the playbook for a lot of our animes. And it's like, you know who was the king of using the same move? It's like, oh, this doesn't work, I'll just do a stronger version of this.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Naruto.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, and not all the way, because I don't like disrespecting this man, because he's one of my goats, but Ichigo kind of did that a lot too. He really only got one move. He just powers it up.
At least I would give that to Ichigo, but at the same time, like, it's like Naruto is like, Rasengan? Alright, cool. Rasengan version 2. Alright. Yeah. Rasen Shuriken. No? Alright, cool. Tails Beast Rasen.
He said Futon Rasen Shuriken. Oh, that's not good enough. Planetary Devastation Rasen
Shuriken. Cool. I can't believe it's not Rasengan.
Right? And then he goes and he's like, you know what? Odama Rasengan will handle the job.
Mm-hmm. Like, just going through his playbook. Alright, which one of these Rasengans is going to work, people? We got to figure this out. How many Shadow Clones and how many Rasengans I got to throw at you?
But I mean, even with that, like Naruto, they had I think we named just in that you named about 8 different versions of that.
Mm-hmm.
They had 2, and that's no exaggeration. They literally had 2.
You talking about Inuyasha?
Yes.
No, bro. He get like. Well, I would say like his sword like levels up later on in the series. Like once you go in like order,
he had the Diamond Texaiga and he had the Texaiga, and he had Windscar and Diamond Windscar.
Hold on. Cause I'll drop it on you right now. You got Windscar. That's the default. That's the first one, right? Then he had, the red
double.
Hold on now. He had the red Tessaiga that cuts through barriers. Then he got Diamond Tessaiga that does adamant barrage or something like that. And then he gets Dragon Scale Tessaiga. I forgot what that one does, but no, it absorbs demonic energy and some other shit. And then he got Black Tessaiga, sorry. And that one did a whole bunch of extra shit because that was from the final act. And then it was the sixth one, I forgot. But it's like 5 or 6.
I did not count movies.
No. I'm saying like the first 5 are all from Inuyasha and then Inuyasha the final act when they finally wrapped it up. But I think it's either 5 or 6 different Tessaiga techniques he has.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm over exaggerating. That could be it. But I just feel like it was I guess you're right. I guess it's the Naruto's version of the Rasengan. But with the new stuff coming out, hopefully what happens, like in all anime, they take their version of what happened and they make them stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of what Lord Shishomaru's children will be doing. He was already a problem.
For real. And like most of the series, he had one arm. And like he was still wrecking shop. And it's like what kind of potential could his children have? And I think they're supposed to be half demons. So that raises the biggest question mark of who the mom is, because how much animosity he had against Inuyasha in the first place for being a half demon, and so now his kids are karma.
Yeah, I mean,
you should have been talking shit.
But I mean, again, that is due to his disdain for his mom, and that's only because he felt as though his mom killed his dad.
Oh, snap. I had to look it up because I kind of forgot. I was like, the name is familiar, but who the heck? I was like, Sashoma. I forgot that's that man's brother.
Oh, yeah.
And for those listening, the mom that Justin's referring to is Inuyasha's mom, because for those who don't remember or don't know.
See, I didn't want to get into it. That's why.
I'm just going to explain this one part because some people are going to be confused.
Okay.
I'm just going to explain this one part. That the two characters of Inuyasha and Shishomaru, they're both brothers. Shishomaru's the older one, Inuyasha's the youngest, him being a half human, half demon. They have the same father, but different mothers. Shishomaru's mother is full demon, which makes him full demon, and Inuyasha's mom was human. So, you know what I'm saying? There you go. And that's the mom. That's the woman that Shishomaru did not like because of what happened to his father, which, when y'all watch the series, if you watch the series, you will know. Mm-hmm. And if you want to, this is also a nice little couples anime to watch. There's a lot of love triangle kind of stuff going on. Right. A little bit of drama about who's gonna be. It's like an action soap opera, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be at the end of the episode, it'd be like, what this girl done did, what this dude done did, like what's gonna happen type stuff. You know, I would say it's a pretty interesting anime to watch as a couple. You know, nice little soap opera drama.
And if you into that commanding stuff, you know, the down boy, it's like you get a little bit of a kick out of that too.
I believe a lot of females get a crazy kick out of that, because I remember one time in high school, like one of my friends, his girlfriend got him that very same necklace for his birthday, and he was like, "Oh shit, I know what this means." For those who've watched Inuyasha, y'all know what necklace I'm talking about.
And if you want to know, please go and watch the show.
Please.
It's coming out soon, so you can watch it.
I think the first portion, I think a good portion of the original series is on Netflix, I believe. If not, it's definitely on Hulu.
And another thing on Netflix that I got my boy Leno, shout out to my boy Leno for finally deciding to grow up and watch anime.
Join us.
Yes, he's joining slowly. he's joining. But he watched backwards. But on Netflix, he watched Baki first. Then he watched Kenshin.
Dang.
No. Other way around. He watched Kenshin first, then he watched Baki. I was like, yo, like, you messed up the order, but I'm happy at least you watched.
Yeah.
And he fell in love with Kenshin first. And then he was like, yeah, Baki is smacking this. I'm sorry.
Well, with me with Baki, I always recommend people to watch the original 1990s Baki before they watch the one on Netflix. So all that is just an adaptation. Well, I won't say adaptation, but continuation of the old Baki, because it's like him when he's older as a teenager. But the other one's like when he's like young, when he's like 11 and 12 and 13, and I think the one on Netflix he's like 16, 17. That typical protagonist age. You get the BOP.
Yeah.
Yep, fully developed for the skiddity paps.
Yep. And I know. One of my friends recommended that I kind of do like an explanation of how to watch the Fate series, because I know on Netflix they got like 3 or 4 of different ones, and a lot of people have asked me like, when you get into Fate, like, where should I start? And that's a really hard question to answer. Because the Fate series, like I've said before in previous animes, in previous episodes, is complicated. It's an awesome show. It's an awesome series, but it's really complicated. So I might do like a little Professor Shaq explanation mini-sode or something, recording one day, and just kind of explain that and give my recommendation. There's hundreds of recommendations how to go about that series, but there are some, I think 3 of them on Netflix. 2 of them can join together, 1 separate.
And I know this is kind of off topic, but still needs to be said. If we, the Spicy Ramen Podcast, and we can cut this part out if y'all don't want to or not, but we are doing a tournament coming up, and we will be giving away the Sword and Shield Legendary Pokemon with Master Balls. Or you can get the Sword and Shield for each one. What we will need everyone to do is to put in their IGN and like, subscribe, and share us on their page. So if you want to be a part of it, that's all you have to do. We are just trying to see, aka me, is trying to see where all the professional Pokemon players are at, and trying to see who actually can run the sticks.
So essentially, he's just doing something for people so he can find some competition. This man said, "I'm Cell."
You have 1 week. Prepare yourselves.
Or really, I would almost say, I'd say Cell, or like a Tagoro type. It's like, I want to see who can give me the smoke.
No, this is definitely more of a Cell kind of situation you got going on here. I am here for an announcement.
He gonna stand in the same spot by himself.
He gonna stand
waiting for smoke.
Stand there for 1 whole week, ready to run that fade. Only to be beaten by a 12-year-old.
Listen, man, if that happens, that happens. But at least I tried, alright?
He is waiting for perfection.
I'm gonna be making jokes.
Oh yeah, I'm dropping shit ton of jokes.
This is more so the focus of just trying to collaborate and make sure that we are engaging with everyone, that we have the utmost respect for the people who are listening to our show, and we just want to be able to contribute. Let us know if there's any tournaments or anything that you would love to be a part of that we can set up and get started on our page.
Yep.
And that kind of leads me into my actual show that I have been hesitant on finishing because I don't want to finish it. Which is kind of weird. I know it's kind of weird, but for me, it's not, because I am rewatching Assassination Classroom.
Same here. I just started episode 1 again.
Yeah, so I'm actually starting the second season, like the first part of the second season, and yeah, all the vibes all over again. I do not want to do it. I don't want to rewatch it, but I'm watching it because it's a great show.
It is, definitely.
It is weird. It's like one of those shows. It's like I didn't add it to my list because it's just one episode, and I don't fully remember everything. But it's like I just remember when I was watching it, I thought it was dope, but then I forgot. Like I took some time off and didn't watch it, and it's like I literally forgot everything that's going on. Because it's one of those shows that kind of just go different places sometimes. Mm-hmm. Or the episodes are just different. I mean, I know the main point of the show is the same every day, but it's like, what the heck? It's like, when the hell did they do this? Like pulling out guns, everyone in the class, and then trying to murk that man.
And for those who don't know what we're talking about, the show is called Assassination Classroom. The show is based on this alien, and again, I know we've already explained this in previous episodes, so I'm giving you the very, very, very short and sweet version of it. But it is about almost fucked it up.
I was about to say, come on, man.
It is about.
I heard it.
I know. It was like right on the tip of my tongue too. It was about a teacher who needs to be assassinated, and he chooses a class to assassinate him. Great watch, all the feels. You actually even learn some stuff too in the process. Great show. Please take a watch. And again, you get all the heart-pulling, I'm not crying, you are moments and a lot of the nostalgia inside this show.
Mm-hmm.
It probably should be one that I'm going to watch with my girlfriend.
Yeah. My girl said it was weak.
What?
Yeah. She was talking about it today. She was like, and I kind of get her premise. She was saying that it's not the show that is bad, it's that they are saying the same thing all over again. Like, it's the same cycle of there's this one thing that needs to happen. And I blame myself because I started off with My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
So it went from My Hero Academia to this, and it was like, no, this is like the same exact thing. Like, I'm not going to sit here and watch that. But I'm like, but it's not.
I'm about to say, you can't say it's the same thing.
But again, to a non-anime anime watcher, it's like, is it though?
I mean, even from a non-anime standpoint, it's like I'm not even going to do it. Never mind. I'm not even going to do it.
See?
I can guess. I can understand why. It's like because you're looking at it from the professor point of view.
Exactly.
He's like,
yes, he's getting into the nitty gritty.
I'm like, it's like I can get on like in terms of someone who's just watching. Like for example, my roommate, he finally not broke down, but he started watching. He did watch Baki, like way early. He started watching Baki, and we were watching that, and he finished it on his own, and then now he's watching, he finished Death Note, and it's like completely different shows on different ends of the spectrum, right. And then we're trying to watch One Punch Man, and it's like, I know when I'm trying to get someone into anime, I always want to give them a completely different show each time until like they get a little bit more comfortable. And it's like, this show has nothing to do with saving the world, like, at all. So it's like, stuff like that. No classrooms, no nothing. And I feel like probably maybe the classroom vibe, a teacher trying to give information on how to, and that kind of stuff, it's just like, I'll just completely avoid it. Like, My Hero will come not even right after, like, One Punch Man. I'll go to, like, something like Attack on Titan. Where it's like, nah, this show is just dark, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I should have did, but I didn't. So she got the wind, and it was like, oh, this is the same thing. And I'm like, no. And she's like, so it's a teacher, right? And she's like, who wants to train a student, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're disrespecting the show. But
yes. Like, again, I get it, but man.
I have no comment.
But yeah.
Shaq is like Shaq pushed up his glasses with one finger and was like,
you know, that's the traditional thing to do. You know, that's low key. That's like one way you can tell somebody's an anime guy or not. It's like how they push up their glasses.
right? Like anytime I have glasses on, I push it up with one finger. It's like, and I always put my head down, knowing damn well I can put my glasses up with my head not being face down. But it's like, no, I just have to.
So the one thing I've noticed, and like I found myself doing it a few times. Like if you catch it in anime, like if you see somebody pushing, if you see a character in an anime push their glasses up while their head's down, it's like that's like the they're thinking about something. Or if they do it with their head up, it's like that diabolical, like, oh, I'm about to fuck shit up kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
They do it either one or two ways.
The show that I was thinking about, Promised Neverland, they hit you with a little bit of they fake you out, because you know, like anytime they have a character with glasses and they put the light shimmer on them, it's like, oh, this person evil. Right. But there was one character that moment it happened to, and I was like, oh, this is the double agent. This is it. And then it's like, I'm not going to tell you guys anything. You got to watch the season. But Promised Neverland, well, that isn't upcoming. The next season is upcoming, and it's like, I'm looking forward to that, because I know, I forgot what episode it was where y'all were talking. I think it was the Mother's Day.
Yeah, we talked about Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day, and I was like, man, that lady's trash. I was like, what you talking about? And then I was like, watching, I'm like, that's what they were talking about. That's why.
Yeah. When we talked about it, you didn't get that far, did you?
Nah, I had only started like episode 1 or 2.
So, yeah.
But now I was like, when they did the little ending, and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, it gives like a whole 180, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's like, all right, now I gotta see what's going on.
Yep.
Cause like, you ain't have a choice.
Yep. Yeah, and I appreciate writers who do that. Like, they treat every person like a human being and not just somebody who's evil. They're not just some evil person, but they actually have layers to their personality. Like, obviously she's doing something bad. Obviously she had to put on a front like she wants to do this. Mm-hmm. But in all actuality, it may not be the case wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Again, that is a whole bunch of borderline spoiler, but not spoiler.
No,
that you will not understand borderline until you watch.
That is completely borderline, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's towing the line 100%. Towing the line.
At this point...
Because you went and explained her whole character.
You damn near dancing the line.
Because...
He doing cartwheels on the line.
He done did a flip and everything on the line at this point.
Because in season 2, you're going to see how evil she really is.
But now he's trying to give them something else. He's like, all right,
Because again, and shout out to the fans who actually read this stuff too. But it's very hard to stay in the realm of what you're supposed to stay in for the people who watch. Prime example is Demon Slayer.
Oh my god!
God, I cannot wait for this movie to come out. Like, this movie needs to come out like now, so I can talk about it and be excited about what y'all are about to witness.
I'm looking forward to it. For those that read the manga, and that's not a shot at anybody who doesn't. It's just for those that read it. It's like we got introduced to some dope characters in terms of good and bad, great fights, and I mean, Demon Slayer storyline isn't like anything crazy, but it's an enjoyable story, and that's just another part that you guys are going to enjoy heavily.
And I can't wait. I honestly can't wait, because the way that, even if they are going to continue it with a whole new cast or whatever they're going to do with whatever, future entailed, they wrote the fuck out of that series. Like, they held no punches. They made sure if they were dying, guess what? There's no do not return. There's no I'm gonna wish on these 7 balls. Like,
yeah, it's like, you're done.
You are done. You are done, sir. And if you come
It's
back,
like trying out for a team.
and if you come back, you come back crippled. Like,
right? They made it very human.
yes.
It's like, nah, you ain't living through getting something stabbed through your heart. It's like, no, you're done. Get out of here.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You know you're done.
It's like, pack your bags, son.
I feel like you guys are spoiling it without actually spoiling it.
No,
for people who have read it, for people who have read and watched, it's like, you see how it works. I mean, yeah, people got their plot armor
No, yeah.
and whatnot, but it's like, I know there's been deaths in that show already, and it's like, they ain't come back.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, even with the plot armor, it's like, no, like, if it is plot armor, it's a 5-pound weight. That's about it. You ain't getting the whole, like, Naruto, I have the whole clan in no jutsu style plot armor. Like, no.
Yeah. We ain't toting the line on this one. It's like, we're just, I mean, if you've watched not if you, anyone here, but for those that have watched, like, the first episode of Demon Slayer, then you know, it's like, this show real.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
They do not leave it up to second guessing. They make sure that, you're done.
Right.
Wait, he's still alive. Let's kick him some more. Let's kick him some more to make sure.
Right.
But actually, continuing on, kind of trying to take it left, is there any new anime-based games or close to anime games that you think are going to be, and I'm going to say this with complete sincerity, at least a 6 out of 10?
It's not necessarily a game, but just like some previous games that already exist are having some DLC put out. I know for Dragon Ball FighterZ, Ultra Instinct Goku has already been announced, his actual date and everything, and that his gameplay has already been released on YouTube for you guys to watch. I believe he's coming out at the end of this month, the month of May. I believe the 23rd. Matter of fact, yeah. I believe the 23rd. He comes out, and his gameplay has already been released and everything, and a couple of his movesets. They're also adding in an additional dramatic finish. So for those who've been wanting it for the longest, I know I have the scene from Super where Goku does the most famous Kamehameha to Kefla. They are putting that in the game as a dramatic finish, but if you finish fighting Kefla as Super Saiyan Blue Goku and not Ultra Instinct Goku, because there's been some video leaked out to show that, like, if you use Super Saiyan Blue Goku and fight Kefla, then, like, he goes from Super Saiyan Blue to Ultra Instinct to do the move. And I've seen the video; it's worth it, totally worth it. It's awesome. And in addition, I know a lot of people are not playing it, and for some odd reason, they're still putting out DLC for Jump Force. I believe the next. I know.
They still got servers?
Yeah. I believe the next DLC character they're putting out is Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia, and they've announced a couple more characters from other anime series that will be put out to that game as well. And I know they recently put out new DLC for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for people who play that. I personally don't play it, but I know they recently added some new DLC with that, and I think there's like 2 or 3 more things they're gonna add. They're adding to that. But hey, I'm more fighters than Kakarot, so. But I think anime based. No, one that isn't really anime based, but it's really popular. Mortal Kombat. I know they've released a new DLC that's going to be coming out, along with some new characters and a new storyline being added to, which is a little bit different than how they normally do Mortal Kombat games. So a lot more content is coming to that. And along with that, they've also released a Mortal Kombat movie, Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge. If you have not seen it, I highly, 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 highly recommend you see this movie, man. Like, this has to be like one of the coolest animated films I've seen this year. Like, it's first off, it's rated R. So they with the shits. That's all. That's first thing. It's an animated Mortal Kombat movie that is rated R. So they with the shits. Like, everything you think they would put in there, it's in there. Okay? Like, I watched it like 4 times now. Like,
damn. I saw it on Prime Video. I think I might have to take a listen, watch it now.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably come by your spot and give you my digital copy. I bought a digital copy online.
Hey. And this is how you network, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever get a chance, link up with our people that listen, and please share it around. Share the wealth. Share our podcast.
We need clout.
Sensei noticed me. But yeah, that's another animated movie I highly recommend you watch with the time we have. I know there's a lot of different outlets that's selling it. I know YouTube has it. I got my copy from the Microsoft shop on my laptop. I know a lot of different streaming websites probably have it for sale or rent. And you can even rent it on Redbox. I know it's on Redbox. You can check it out on Redbox for cheap too, for all you Redbox people. Like I said before, Mortal Kombat, Scorpion's Revenge. It's a rated R animated film. Highly recommend.
Hello?
Yep.
Okay, I thought it was.
Okay.
I thought it was just me.
Oh.
All right. Some reason your thing just went out of voice, but I don't know why, but it did.
Oh, can you hear me now though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
JP, did you have any game that you could think of?
No, honestly not, just because for some reason I never really got into the anime games as much. I think just because so many of them, well, not now, but I didn't like just only the fighting games that they had back in the day. It's like I wanted more. It's like, yo, I want some story. I want something that's like, that takes me on an adventure just like the anime does.
Yeah.
And I thought Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was going to be like that, but then I heard people saying that it was trash, so then I just never even got it.
it kind of does. I believe it does definitely do the whole storytelling of Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. I just know, me personally, I'm okay with not playing it just because I know the story, and how it's presented is amazing. Like, the animations for it is awesome. I'm not going to deny that. But I know, me personally, it's just like, hey, I'm cool. I know this story forwards and backwards at this point. I'm totally cool. I'm just going to sit back and wait for Xenoverse 3. If that happens.
I feel you. I know, I'm like, I think I just want, almost an example where it's like I'm in the world itself.
Yeah.
But I don't have to go through the story arc that I already know. It's like, bruh, I know what happens with this. It's like we talked about one episode where, like the people who made Spider-Man make like an anime game. Then it's an open world. I almost want a sandbox in my favorite anime world so I can go and have fun.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think until that happens, I'll probably be not out of anime games completely, because it's like I play Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 and all that. And it's like I played those. I think those are some of my favorite anime fighting games. But really, it's like I haven't really, unless it's like Street Fighter versus Capcom or Capcom versus SNK, all those type of things. I never really got too far into the anime video games. Now, Japanese video games I love, RPGs, but just not the anime itself.
Yeah, I know. And I know for those listening, I know we definitely have on our episode schedule to go into like big depth details on anime video games later on later on in the summertime. This summertime, we definitely have that cooking up for you guys as well. To kind of go in more depth about like certain ones, like some we would recommend, some that we felt like kind of hit that. I would say like not hit that like that anime itch, but like gave you that anime feel within the video game realm. You know what I'm saying? So we will definitely have all that cooked up for you. And I think we're going to also like do the flip flop as well of like video games that we would love to see as an anime. Because I know I got several myself personally, but we're going to try to get that for you guys as an episode as well later on this summer. So we're cooking up stuff.
I'm looking forward to that one.
We're cooking stuff up for you guys. We're cooking stuff up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Being able to talk about anime that I'd want to be in a video game. Because then it's like, I won't be able to shut up with some of the ideas that I can think of.
Oh yeah, I know I've definitely watched a couple of YouTube channels of people who talk about like the ideal specific anime game. Like this is one guy on YouTube. I've mentioned him before, Globeku on YouTube, who like talked about like the ideal perfect Naruto game, and like some of the stuff that he was like putting together, and like it was from like some previous Naruto games to get stuff like that too, and just like based off like certain systems and design teams that made like previous popular games, stuff like that, and just, you know what I'm saying, like when it comes to this kind of stuff, like especially like from the anime community that just wants that one ideal anime game, just like, you know what I'm saying, like the ideals are like limitless. And I think, I don't know, also on a side note, I think Demon Slayer is getting a video game adaptation as well. I believe I made the announcement, but I forgot like when it's supposed to be released, because I know they're getting the game too. I don't know who's making it, but based off who's going to be making the game is going to judge if I get it or not. Because if it's like from this,
I remember you saying something like that.
Because I'm more of a based off of the studio that makes it. I know, because like I'll go back and research the work of like, you know what I'm saying, like what kind of games this studio has made to decide whether or not I'm going to get it. That and maybe a demo.
Yeah, I mean, to me, first, let me get into the game that I can't wait for it to come out. And it's not really a game, it's more of an expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the Pokemon's expansion.
Oh, yeah. That, the Isle of Amor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm all for Urshifu. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to get Urshifu. Water style, baby. All about water style.
Yeah, I'm gonna be acting a fool when that comes out. I can already see it.
Yo, I want new haircuts. That's what I really want, for real. Like I need to be bald. Like I want my character to have no hair. Like I'm all about. Listen, every game I can make a custom character. All my characters are bald, bro. Like if somebody can like share this episode to the Pokemon company, yo, I need a bald character. I need to be optioned. I don't need to have no hair, bro. That's all I ask.
I feel that. I mean, it's like some games, it's like they add in an afro, but it's like, where's the afro with the fade on the side?
Like give me a top fade or like a box fade or something. Like, yo, get some, like if Pokemon can add a top fade or something like that to a custom character, they for the culture. They for everybody, man. Pokemon be for everybody.
I really want to know who's going to make, like, I know JP already brought this up with Spider-Man, but if they can make even one, I know I want to say One Piece, obviously, but if they can make a One Piece version of Spider-Man, I feel like the American culture would like wrap around anime like no other.
Mm.
Or you know, what's that? I haven't played it, but what's that sandbox pirate game?
Ooh, you gotta be more specific.
You know what I'm talking about? World at Sea or something? It just came out like maybe a year or two ago. Hold on just 1 second. It was on Xbox 360.
I don't know then.
Cause it's not Assassination, or Assassin's Creed.
Are you trying to say Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, I almost messed it up. Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves? Oh.
But not like exactly like that. I haven't played it, but I've seen gameplay. But it's like if they had something like that, almost a Grand Theft Auto-esque, but not as like causing destruction type stuff. Mm-hmm. But then again, it's like you would want some type of police system, because if you're in an area too long, the Navy would come and get you, or the Marines would come and get you. So it's like catching the essence of an anime in a video game, but not giving people the same story arc. It's like, if we've watched the show, we don't really need it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's I want to say gotcha with anime games. It's like, instead of being creative or doing like what Insomniac did with... Was it Insomniac did with Spider-Man?
Yep, it was Insomniac. The same guys who made Ratchet & Clank, a.k.a. one of the GOAT games of PlayStation.
Yep.
Like, if they were to do that, but just truly focus on the storyline and the detail of the graphics versus just putting it out and putting in the same exact storyline every single time. Like, for example, Dragon Ball Z. The reason why Kakarot, to me, failed so much is because of what I just talked about. It's literally the same story said the same exact way, just in a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, we watched this when we were 8. Come on now.
I would say presentation wise, because like I've watched a couple of walkthroughs from other YouTube channels that just went through the game, and like I say, it still looks great. Like you say, like it's like an amazingly well looked Dragon Ball game that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And that's with me playing Dragon Ball Fighters religiously. You know what I'm saying? But for what they're doing with that art style is amazing. Mm. And I know also. Oh no, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I'm literally just going off on my own tangent of just saying the same thing. Like, well, I don't know. I mean, it's the same shit.
Yeah,
it's a great. You can dial up the same video game or the same dress with different types of styles, different types of colors, but if it's the same thing, it is literally the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I know also, guys, another anime game that is coming out soon for, I think, all the gaming platforms. Justin, I know you're gonna say something about it, so be quiet. I'll tell you right now in advance. Be quiet. That there is a Fairy Tail game that's coming out June 26th. This Fairy Tail game is a RPG. I forget the people who created it, but I know it's coming out June 26th. It is going to be available for majority of all the platforms. PC, I don't know about PC. PS4, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure about PC just yet, but I'm sorry. PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Microsoft Windows, which that might include Xbox. I'm not sure, but I think that might just be PC. And I know I may have mentioned before that One Punch Man did come out with a fighting game not too long ago. There's the traditional arena fighter, has story mode versus online, character customization, stuff like that. I've seen a few reviews myself for it. As much as a One Punch Man fan I am, I did not get the game. Like I said before, as big as a One Punch Man fan I am, I did not get the game. I thought about getting the game just because I'm a fan of the show and everything, but I decided not to, just because like it's an arena fighter And like I said, I'll in a newer episode we'll go more in depth with that. But I believe Fairy Tail is the next upcoming anime video game that's coming out, and that's going to be more so of an RPG-esque type of a video game than everybody else being a traditional arena fighter.
Yeah.
I think for a game for me, an anime game for me to get interested, it's going to have to be made by Square.
By Square Enix?
Or Square Enix. That's what, I keep calling them their old name because they were like Squaresoft, Square. But Assassin's Creed makes them?
Mm-hmm. No.
Since when did Assassin's Creed was...
Oh,
yeah.
So I'm looking at this. I'm thinking of the same symbol. My bad.
I'm about to say,
yeah.
Boy, stop.
Because I was like, what? It's like that's the Kingdom Hearts and
Final Fantasy,
all those type of games, Final Fantasies, and it's like I'd have to say that's my favorite gaming studio ever because so many of my favorite games came from them or it came from one of their old company names before mergers and stuff like that. So it's like, go ahead, give that to me. I'll be all on the anime games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can agree with that only because they were supposed... Well, let me look it up before I make a fool of myself again, but I feel like my number one game came from pretty much the same background, which is Destiny.
Talking about Bungie?
Bungie and Activision? Yeah.
Bungie.
Well, it was Bungie with Activision influence, which causes the problems that we have with Destiny, which is Activision's fault.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Destiny fan as well, and I would say a lot of the problems that we have with Destiny is because of Activision, because they're greedy as fuck.
Because I mean, when original Destiny, I was like the guy. I had a whole guild, about 100 members. Like, we were seriously... No, clan. It was called a clan in there. I had an entire clan of 100 members. And we still get requests from time to time of people wanting to join our clan. I haven't been on the clan in about 2 years. Yet.
Damn.
Yeah. It was dope. I loved it. And then it was pay to play. And that's what killed it.
Yeah. I mean, I still played it. I mean, the second one definitely fixed a lot of problems. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, no.
Hello?
It sound like everybody, no, okay. But yeah, the second one definitely solved some problems that the first one had and stuff like that. And like I said, it's still going on even now. But Destiny was definitely... Because I was a big Halo fan, so once I saw that Bungie was making Destiny and it was going to be for PlayStation, it's like, oh, I'm all over this.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. I mean, I don't know. The first one and the second one were great until they just started giving me the same rotation. Like, they put us on a cycle of, here's the weapons. Oh, we're going to give you the retro weapons. Okay, here go the retro weapons, but a different color.
Yeah. That's why I kind of went ahead and jumped on Call of Duty Modern Warfare now. I still jump on Destiny every once in a while, but I think most of my first-person shooter time is being done on Call of Duty now.
No, I haven't picked up a gun, so to speak, in a while. It's been all about training.
Yeah, this guy over here. For those who are active members of the Pokemon competitive scene, I know Justin over here has been participating in a couple of tournaments, and us here at the Spicy Ramen Podcast, we love tournament arcs. So what I'm saying, shouting out to this guy for doing his own little Pokemon tournament arc over here. I think you're doing a few, because you're doing one within your guild, right?
Yes. So to give some clarity on what's going on here, there is a group, and shout out to the group, Black Pokemon Trainers. They have various guilds, and the number one guild inside this group is called Red Blitz. This guild of, I want to say, how many members we got? Let me take a quick look.
See, this done turned into a whole advertisement now. I was just doing a quick message. He doing a whole...
I mean, we got a minimum.
You can't give him...
You got to break it down. You got to break it down. You got to give clarity. So out of these 40 members, we are the most competitive out of the guilds. We do have a laid-back crew that just, plays casually, but majority of the people in our guild are tournament players. So if you are interested in actually playing, obviously that first word in there has to be obvious, black. But if you are